Hi guys,
Hello, people.
I'm Milena,
I'm Lola.
and we're watching The Wire.
10.
Yes. And the thing is, we're playing it a bit later, so the sun is gonna...
Set.
Exactly, the light's
like-
gonna be good.
Yeah. Again, the sun is a metaphor for this show. It's going fucking down. We're in darkness. We were supposed to film this yesterday. And you were supposed to get it yesterday.
Yes.
We were too hungover to film.
That's true.
And so this is why this is
That's
late.
not a good explanation, but it's the
No,
only
but
one we can give you.
we came to film. But like that would honestly have been, I feel like I could have watched Hunter hungover. You know what I mean? Wire not so much.
I honestly don't think we should watch anything
Sure.
that hungovers because it would not be a good reaction.
No, but like The Wire takes an emotional
Exactly.
toll on me. Hunter can be just fun.
Yeah, but like
You
maybe if we're not gonna appreciate it, then you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
I
Like,
agree. I don't
we're
think we
not
should
gonna-
film
it's-
anything hungover.
Maybe it's even better to film hungover. It would not take as an emotional.
Yeah, it would be just
God
like,
be dumb. We should have filmed it yesterday.
No, I'm ready to get hurt now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. In this
I know what's
episode.
gonna happen, guys, in this episode. What are we talking about? I know exactly what's gonna be happening. I can tell you from A to B, right? A to B. A to Z right now. They're gonna talk to Chris to kill Michael's whatever that man is, abuser. He's gonna die. And then we'll see, and
You
he's
think
gonna
all
owe
of
them
that is
forever.
gonna happen this episode?
Well, not necessarily this episode. I'm like until the end.
Okay, that's
Until the
different.
end. Yeah, but like we have like 4 episodes to go. I feel like we're there.
4 or
you know?
3? 4?
Well, this one.
Oh, 13.
10, 11, 12,
The
13.
entire time, I think
It has...
it has 12
12, no.
episodes. Okay.
No, we have that. That is gonna be happening. Like, I feel like maybe at the end of the episode they shoot him. Or something like that. Let's say that. Maybe.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe.
Interesting.
I like, it doesn't really make a difference when it happens. But like, something needs to be happening. I think that is gonna be happening. I think we also have a very big problem with Randy. Because Herc is the dumbest piece of shit I've seen in my fucking life. So I think Randy is gonna be having issues there.
I think by the end of the season, he's probably gonna go again in the group home.
Yeah, I think
And
so as
he's-
well. I think that's what's gonna be like his.
But I don't know
ending
if
bit.
that's gonna happen in this episode. I don't think so. You know,
No,
I think we're just gonna have in each
When
episode.
you said you don't know what's gonna be happening, I was like, until the end of the season, I can tell you.
No, I said I don't know what's
this
gonna happen in
is.
this episode, and you were like, they're gonna kill
Well, I mean,
this guy,
I
and
think,
then
I think we're gonna see the potential. They might kill him by the end of this episode. I'm not sure. That could be a thing. I think we are gonna start something with Randy, like the repercussions of this, you know?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
So,
a
like-
small. Like, I think first they're gonna focus on Michael, and that's, let's say, in the beginning, because like in the last episode he basically went to meet Marlo. So I think potentially that's gonna happen first.
Yeah.
And with Randy, we're gonna have one thing in this episode, and the next thing in the next episode, and the third thing, and in the last episode, he's gonna probably end up in a group home.
Yeah. I think so as well. So
What's gonna happen with Dookie?
And
And
it's
what's
not
gonna
like
happen in
Dukie's
Randall?
storyline
Randall?
has any like his just story again is tragic from the get go. He already has parents that are addicts and they don't take care of him. Like there is nothing that's gonna be happening to him that's gonna be like, oh, something now here happened and so like that's gonna go badly for him. Like his whole life is already like he is already growing up in a bad environment. So I don't think it's necessarily gonna be a thing of us like leaving him in some type of like way. It's just like, you know, what do you expect a kid that has these types of circumstances? Like, what is he gonna become?
Yeah, but
You
like
know?
I think we're gonna definitely have some type of ending. Let's say maybe for one of the kids, let's say and him maybe potentially, I don't know which one, we can have a little bit of hopeful ending. I don't mean that kid is gonna end up fine, you know, but maybe through school or with press he can go into have different perspectives.
Because love that.
Let's say his parents are drug addicts, which is horrible because like he's a very young kid at this point, but they are not in the game like, let's say Naaman, like Naaman's parents are.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So in my opinion, maybe it would be easier if he had protection in school, if he had, you know,
yeah, but like it's still a thing. He has no money. He has nothing, and at some point he's gonna
and
have to.
School can push him in some ways.
I mean, I think there is only so little that they can. I don't know if I'm viewing things like too pessimistically, or if I'm just like thinking of what the show is gonna want to portray, which like in my mind is not gonna be necessarily a good ending.
I'm not sure, honestly, because like I have a feeling that show
honestly.
would should present how some person can change your life, even though you come from a very bad environment, and it seems like there is no hope, and for many of them there is really a little hope for to have happy lives, easy lives, you know. So in my opinion,
the system
let's say
is rigged against you from the get-go.
From the
like,
get-go.
Really
so maybe I would like to see for one of the kids. At this point, Dookie seemed like the only one that I can see that happening. I don't know about Naaman. I don't know. I have no idea about his storyline. But like, let's say Dookie, like having Prez as a teacher, seeing how he gives him a clothes, cleans that, gives him computer, maybe pushes him in the direction, provides things for him.
I would love that so much, and like I really can't speak about it because I really just think I could be too pessimistic about everything, and so like I could see it going in a nice way, and I would love it.
I think it's necessary.
I would love it if it
because
goes
like
a
if
nice
the
way.
if the season, I honestly think it's necessary. I understand the real being realistic and going down completely realistic path where there is a lot of tragedy and unfairness and all of it.
Yeah.
You know, but like I think it's necessary to always put a little hope, at least for one kid at the end of it.
Yeah,
it's a very fucking depressing. If we have Randy go back into the system, if we have Michael go in the game that he never wanted. I don't know about Naaman because like he's not meant for this.
Yeah. I have no idea where Naaman's story is gonna
Me
go.
neither. Like he's not meant for this, and if they keep pushing him and if he keeps going again, he's dead. He's dead in 3 years.
Yeah, 100%. He cannot handle this.
He cannot handle this, and he's dead in 3 years. So he again needs a savior.
Maybe Bunny.
Exactly, but like for so far what we saw, for me Dookie seems like the only one who could potentially have that type of storyline, and I think
like,
they should put it there.
Yeah, I need anyone. You know, I will take anything I can get. Just the smallest glimmer of hope.
Because that's not gonna like having hope for one kid. You know, it's not gonna dismiss like all the important storylines, realistic storylines, tragic storylines that they gave us.
I agree.
But like they should, because this season is then too depressing. Yeah. Even if it is by the
we posted episode 1 on YouTube recently, and so like I was just reminded of watching that. For some reason, this season seems like it's lasting longer
that's
than
what
any.
I agree.
I feel like because again every episode takes such a huge toll, but like I feel like we have been watching this season for like 5 months.
Literally.
Like I'm like, oh my god, we're posting episode 1, and like.
Yeah.
It feels so long ago that we started it, and like I remember heading into it and like realizing what it's gonna be about. God, like however much I thought it was gonna be difficult, it's much worse just going through it. Like it's so much worse going through it and actually seeing it. It's worse seeing it than like imagining it. Like reality is worse than my imagination. And so I really don't know. I don't know where we're gonna leave this season off on. Like I am very, very afraid for everything. And like I'm certain the last 2 episodes are gonna be the worst. Certain, because everyone is laughing that I'm gonna be the one editing those 2 episodes. So like I'm just gonna assume that those episodes are gonna be the absolute fucking worst. So great. Can't wait.
I just don't know in which way.
I don't know.
I honestly have no idea.
The thing is like, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, could Omar also die in the last 2 episodes?
Oh my god, didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah, but like I still can't see how.
Yeah, maybe.
Again, so like I don't know. I think that might be season 5.
Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. I was just thinking about the kids, and I think this season, the ending should be just about them, for the love of God.
Yeah, I agree.
So that didn't even cross my mind. I just thought it's gonna be devastating to leave these kids, and for many of them, if not all, it depends on where the show decides to go.
I mean, I don't know how many of them we're gonna like follow in season 5 as well. Like, are we gonna see them a bits and pieces again? Michael, like you said, very possibly.
I just think Michael, but I just think in background.
Yeah,
I don't think we're gonna have his story. I don't think we're gonna see him talk for more than a minute.
Yeah,
you know, I can see something like that happening.
Yeah.
And that's something that like I expect. I don't know if this. I honestly don't know. Again, the worst stories in my eyes are gonna be for Michael and for Andy.
I agree.
But again, I think, like you said, potentially Michael's storyline is already started in the previous episode. So like it's gonna continue in this one with Randy. I think that is something that we're gonna leave off for the last 2 episodes.
And yeah, like we just might start somewhere.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, guys. Look, we could play.
Let's play the episode.
We could play and see like what awaits us.
Exactly.
The sun is not existent. We're about to turn on the light at some point.
Yeah.
Misgivings. As always, a very positive sounding title. Adult content, graphic violence. Yes, this is adult content. I don't think I'm adult enough for this. Is this the child that keeps stealing cars?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not even sure how he gets to their pedal. I hate that one.
Fuck, I'm now terrified. I'm now fucking terrified.
Why are you starting with this? Is someone gonna die now?
I'm fucking now terrified, honestly. I'm fucking terrified. I'm afraid of this one. I'm afraid of this
just
one.
Stop the car and start fucking running.
Where?
Just stop the car. Between buildings. This is the worst place for you to be now. Are you gonna block him and then go out?
Maybe 13 years, short with grades.
13 years.
What you need, bifocals or something?
What? I'm gonna need your name.
Listen, I'm very sorry, man, alright?
What?
Oh, what is she gonna do with your
Still gonna
sorry?
need your name.
The fuck are you gonna do with sorry? I just hope everything is okay and no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he changed jackets, but this one doesn't look 13, I think, so... Why are we watching this?
You know how many cars you hit?
What?
Don't even think of bullshit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what kind of fucking paperwork I got now? Huh?
Damn, yo, that hurt. No.
You're so smart. Let's see how easy you boost the car now.
Fucking monsters. They're like the purest evil. I cannot believe this. One way, people another.
Press. Put. I just saw P and 4 letters.
This time? Shit, partner. All you gotta do
Him
is
and
show
his
Cartier
shit.
and everybody else that they already got the man for the job. It was Royce
Useless.
holding you back, Urban. Now out from under you shine.
He's saying everything goes through Bill Raw. Any move I try to make.
You're the commissioner, ain't you? You give an order, they gonna jump.
Yeah, but Carcetti.
What are you gonna do? Fire you? He just showed you don't have balls enough. You
I
just
mean, he
need
is
to give
right.
Cartier a little something. Make them start seeing you in a new light. Some kind of police shit, hell, I don't know. Something that looks good to Carcetti. So he can
What?
say,
That's gonna be bad for us. What can that be?
all along. Just take care of your end and let your friends handle theirs.
Could it be the killings? And so then Randy.
Morning.
Is it good?
This time of year, we go to 90-minute classes. Concentrated prep in math and language arts only.
So it's about the tests.
From now till they're done, everything's about the tests.
Now, it ain't gonna be that cold this year. How you know? Global warming. So why is it so cold already?
Yo, we just getting old. True that.
They're just getting old.
Where the fuck you
They're not even 20.
City jail for a day and a half till they got him.
I don't like this for Randy at all.
Just a humble, false statement and shit. Saying I wasn't who I really was.
Why they was asking about you like that?
Yeah, about some murder.
Which one?
It don't matter which murder, cause I ain't say shit to them bitches though.
I ain't the one you need to convince.
Well, I gotta convince them.
I'm saying, yo, Popo come asking about you, they snatch your ass up. You out of pocket for a few days. Oh yeah, he'll definitely hear about it.
I ain't say nothing to nobody.
Go tell him that shit.
Say you mad with me? I'd go to him first.
Well, if he goes speak to Marlo, does he mention Randy? So like, what does that mean for Randy? I'm so confused. What?
I don't think he's gonna die.
No, me neither. But like, what happens?
Hey, yo, give him a name.
Mommy.
There's like a restaurant. What are they doing?
Alright. Hey, the drink.
Grape soaps.
Quiet, please. Have a seat, please. Now you try being the waiter, and Albert, you be the customer.
You're insisting. Every class teaches to the test.
But that fell under the exception. It's the point of the project. They know that.
No exceptions.
He's
What
still
are you
watching
doing, boy?
Marlo?
Yeah.
I don't feel good about that. But like Marlo still doesn't get you. There's no fucking way. But like, why do we keep looking at him? I don't like this at all.
If you know it was Marlo, you still go through with it, no?
I enjoyed it that much more.
I enjoyed it for the both of us, boy. That was such a good moment. Oh, don't even.
What you done was fucked up, man. I know how bad I felt.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, not only were you late, you just walked right past. Did you see me getting beat?
You go by?
I seen you with the blue light on, man.
Whatever, look, we had a communication problem, I admit. But I'm gonna get you a phone today, and that's gonna solve it for
No.
us. You'll see.
No, don't trust him.
Thing is, there's this camera.
Fuck your
It's
camera. I
upon
can't
a
believe
video
this
camera
camera.
disappeared a few weeks back.
God,
For
no.
various reasons that I can't get into.
Camera.
I cannot believe we're still doing this for a
I
camera.
don't know if
You bothering me about a camera? You supposed to have my back, remember?
Tyrone's chicken wings. I want you to put it out there that there's a $500 bounty on this camera if it comes back.
God, I hate him. Get the fuck away from him.
Who the fuck is Randy?
A little hop from around the way.
And he ain't in the game, but he be with Mikey and them. Ain't talking to police.
Oh, yeah.
I know it.
Michael might
Michael,
protect
yeah.
him. That is the
Michael.
only way
Yeah.
this is
Go to
protected.
the alley, Patrice is waiting.
You were supposed to do that.
Yeah, I know, but this way, trying to keep some distance between me and Lex, right?
Well, that's your problem then.
You tell us Randy what happened to Lex.
No, I swear.
He lying.
Yeah, he...
Go, motherfucker. The fuck you still waiting for?
The fuck y'all following me for? Huh? No, ain't nobody walking with me nowhere.
Like, is this murder or is this beating him up to teach him a lesson for speaking?
Yeah, do they
What-
beat up to teach them a lesson or did they just murder?
Is this though?
Yeah, put that around there.
Put it around them? What does that mean? Put it around them.
That he's a snitch. That's a very bad thing, I guess, to be in this.
If this guy robs you again, make sure he's holding. The more the better.
Shit, I ain't got money for all that.
40 minutes on that. My number's in there already.
Watch. I'm gonna call you today or tomorrow, latest.
Run his ass all over town. Oh shit!
Told you, name it? Gave you fair warning, didn't I? With a hair like that, I can make you from this phone. Get the fuck off of me, man.
Look what I found.
I ain't fucking, man. Hands on the car. Spread legs. I ain't fucking got nothing. Shut up. Watch your head.
Damn, y'all not wasting any time, huh?
Not like the fact that he said, watch your head.
First of all, I wanted to.
I did not
If
think.
there are any hard feelings over what happened
There
in the
are.
primary,
We
you
now
better
know
give
who
the
you
money
are,
back.
if we didn't know before.
I understand you have a problem at the top of the police department. You asked Burrell to resign. He declined.
I'm looking for a replacement.
So y'all need to get a pay raise through the city council. I can ask Nerese about that pay raise getting passed. Maybe convince some of the ministers they need to move on from Burrell.
Situation would have to be resolved sooner rather than later.
And what do we do for you in return?
Word I'm hearing, you may be there too in a couple of years. We may find ourselves working together closely.
God,
Oh my
he
God.
screws everyone. He has no loyalties.
Jesus
He...
Christ.
She.
That's pretty good.
Try calling again.
Man, I know she's not going to answer.
Yeah, she does not care.
She go to AC. She going to New York after.
And
What's she
leaving
doing in New
her
York?
underage son home alone.
Shopping?
You can reach a guardian. We both know the juvenile master's gonna recock you on a first-time drug arrest. But now, you better have a toothbrush on you, son, because it's gonna be baby booking tonight.
Where is this storyline gonna go? I really don't know.
Damon, you scared? I
Yeah.
mean, if it was Cheltenham, I don't blame you, but baby booking's just across town.
The east side be beefing with the west side in there. And some dudes be getting raped and shit. I mean, that's what I be hearing.
It's bad in there. I don't know if it's that bad.
Well, I hear different.
I mean, why would you take his words for it? He doesn't know either.
I got an aunt down in PG County.
You got a number? Well, I ain't driving you this late anyway, so...
Come on, man.
Tell you what. 2 of my guys are working a double. Working midnight shift tonight. If you can plant yourself on that bench over there, you can stay here for the night. But first thing tomorrow, you gotta raise that aunt, or raise your mom's, or I gotta process you.
Fucking Carver.
You don't move off that bench. Leave the bed until we go now. Otherwise, just sit tight. Don't give anybody any trouble. They'll process you right then and there. Fucking charity ward here.
God, I want happy ending for him as well. I'm gonna cry now.
I'm so scared. Like he is talking about like going back to the police. Like for this, he.
Hey, man.
Nah, probably copy from my mom's.
That's right.
Look, I told y'all. I just want him gone. Just want him away from me and Buck.
Oh my God.
The fuck you doing again?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Alright. Take care of it, boss.
Do you think he posted figure out something?
I mean, I don't know if he figured out. He looked at him and he could understand something. I'm sure he's thinking some type of abuse. I don't know how far he is taking it.
What's wrong with writing a ticket?
We could do more of that too. The word is the commissioner himself wants to juke arrest.
Shepperson, these aren't the kids that are going to be able to sit still for the statewide test. Much less do well on them.
You're not educating them. You're socializing.
You're not educating them. What the fuck are you doing?
Excuse me.
Hold on. Look what it's saying is it because they're not learning for our world, they're learning for theirs. And they know exactly what it is they're training for and what it is everyone expects them to be.
I expect them to be students.
Are you fucking I can't.
Test for the system is what they expected themselves.
Is she that dumb or is she just evil? Like I don't understand what she.
Back to the corners. They don't know our world, but they know their own. They see right through us.
I think we made that clear when you approved the project.
Provisionally approved.
When you provisionally approved the project, we made it clear that we would be addressing children that required socialization before they could be properly educated.
We can't lie.
You get a line on your mother yet?
Could he potentially call Bunny?
Fucking neglect case here at 1.
It's a 5 foot here. He doesn't even have his phone.
How about
School.
that, huh? Ain't nobody else you know? No other responsible adult?
No, they're responsible adult in his life. No
I'm
one.
just trying to give you one last shot here, because once I go on the street today, you're gonna have to go to booking.
I got a teacher, Mr. Colvin, you know him? He used to be police.
Paul? Bald?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. How did you get
What's gonna happen? I mean, nothing, but.
One responsible adult.
Info.
Bunny, the best fucking human in the show.
Walk into Maribel's office and you say, Lieutenant, I made a mistake. I attributed my PC to an informant when in fact I had it off the camera.
He's not gonna do that. We're gonna call him again and again. He's not gonna be. He's not. Oh my god.
And going over some of my paperwork, it occurs to me I may have been neglectful.
You haven't brought me a case yet worth talking about. Not on Mauro Stanfield, not on anyone.
Murder.
You bring me something other than ID complaints.
Murder. Oh, of course you got to Randy. Is he gonna have to move schools because everyone is calling him a snitch and that's why he goes back into the system?
Last police work, Vic. Yeah, well, this is the word from up on high. Straight from the 8th floor downtown. Blessed bosses, juking stats for the new administration. You know, you think it's bullshit, but I spend my shit where they tell me.
Becky, let me tell you a little secret. Patrolling officer on his beat is the one true dictatorship in America. We can lock a guy up for a humble, we can lock him up for real, and we can say fuck it. Pull under the expressway and drink ourselves to death. My side partners will cover it. All the reports on those church burglaries. Yeah? Yeah, there's a pattern. Times and locations.
Nice sweet boy.
They're working west by northwest through Sandtown, Winchester.
See, he's at least doing something that's like...
No justice, no peace.
It'll only be for tonight. Mama gets back from New York tomorrow. Your call? The young man seems to think highly of you, boss. He invoked your name with a measure of respect.
It was but a few weeks ago I was in a room with him being called everything but a child of God. Mr. Colvin, sir. Fuck you.
Well, at least I said mister.
What was the charge?
Swinging. He's been out there a few weeks or so. First pop, second warning for me.
Maybe we should put him on the juvenile bus. You want so bad to be a gangster? Maybe it's time to get a taste of what a real lockup's all about, you know?
Come on, Mr. C, don't do me like that. I made him sleep on the DU bench last night. That counts for anything.
And anybody else? Friend, relative, anybody?
You've always been good with the knuckleheads, boss.
Alright, go call my wife.
I just want what's best for him. Is this a church? Who's stealing from the church? And my boy, why are we watching who's stealing from a church? How does this connect to anything?
Man, that was delicious.
There's more.
No, man. Save room for the cobbler.
Would you like ice cream on it?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Nice man. From what you told me on the phone, buddy, I was expecting more of an adventure.
Money?
Oh, my friend, buddy. And if you tell him, buddy, I'll cut your balls off.
You ain't got no kids?
Grown. They college. Pass.
Oh, those kids had such a nice childhood.
Exactly.
See, this is
I
the
wish
childhood
this for
every single
yeah.
child should just
You
have.
told me these kids were rough.
Thanks, sweetie. But don't be fooled.
We need the key to the interview room.
The fuck, cool.
Felony burglary.
Valid. Courtney coming out of St. Martin's on foot. Charge him with the one, but we might work back on a few more.
No shit. Fucking it, there's still some real criminals left in Baltimore.
Then we gonna burn the bitch back. Oh, check it. Slim.
Me. What up? Who? Spit. Bodie. How you and Marlon? You okay with him?
I don't want him close to
As
him.
far as I know, yeah. Why?
What he did to your boy?
What boy you talking?
Big boy. The one rub his hands together all the time?
Kevin? What about?
You ain't
Oh my
heard?
god.
Tristan Snoop walked him down an alley.
Oh my god.
He in a vacant net.
Oh my god.
How you know that?
Seen him lay hands on the boy. And now the word out in the street. Sorry, dog.
He told him to do it, to go there.
So now look at the next example question on page 20. As you can see, if you turn to page 20, they will sometimes ask you for words that are the opposite of words that are underlined.
Thank you, Mr. Persluski.
Thank you.
Oh, you're gonna stop?
I put away test notebooks. Work on those tomorrow.
Good. I mean, he's gonna get fired, literally, but like, do it.
Last of the Mohicans. Or practice probabilities. Alright.
But like, they're so excited to do that.
I wrote you.
No kidding. We are.
God. No, I hate this show. Literally hate this
I don't know
show.
why I'm crying.
So I get to see somebody? You gonna take a number and wait. I need to see somebody right now.
Don't get angry. Anger doesn't help. It just makes people defensive. Tell her what you need calmly.
Fuck you for real.
Calm down. Calm down. Go with Miss Mason.
My first time.
Your first time.
Mrs. Dolly oversees this project.
Why is it like everything is just bad on every fucking corner? Everything is just bad.
Morning, ladies. Help me get something to eat. Morning, Reverend. Glad you finally answered. Nah, I got Marlowe people getting ready to make a drop. Emerson and Pulaski? Yeah, he got the package. Black bag, putting it in the trunk. He getting it right now. Late model ticket. You want the license? P-R-A-Z-G-O-D.
Good. I mean, I feel sorry for the man.
Turn down Gilmore.
Unless this goes bad. I don't like police coming to anyone. But like, I love her being embarrassed. As long as nothing happens to the poor man.
What I
Bobs.
saw today wasn't education, as I understand the term. And they didn't seem very socialized either.
You can catch us on our best day.
They come to class, they're more engaged, we're reaching them.
Fewer outbursts, no suspensions.
But are they really learning anything?
The fuck are you talking about?
We believe they are. Be truthful. If this program were to continue through the rest of the school year, how many of your students could realistically
be expected to return to a regular classroom.
Namond, Darnell, maybe Zenobia.
Considering where we started, and considering that those kids ain't out there tearing up other classes.
Mrs. Donnelly.
A tremendous achievement.
I just don't see it.
Many of these kids are profoundly damaged.
What they've seen, how they've lived. And I think any gain or progress is temporary.
Profoundly damaged. Profoundly damaged, like fucking kids.
Stand forward, one more day. Stay in the car! Stay in the car! Keep your hands on the wheel! Son, be gentle than that. Fucked up, I ain't your son.
And like it matters. What? They demote him. Does it matter? Fucking Bible. What you're looking for?
I'm gonna damn sure get your name and badge number.
You know, this show might end and he might be like
I don't think I know him.
Oh, yeah,
3
he
spaces
plays
up.
Politics. Though he used to be married to the new councilwoman in the 11th.
Marla Daniels?
That's the one.
The last man we want as police commissioner in the Reese. I mean, I squared off against this fella a few years back. He wouldn't listen to me. He's not gonna listen to you.
Nerys, I don't know you, so do the right thing.
Just Carcetti.
He's the mayor's boy, definitely.
Carcetti is looking for how much of a salary bump?
50,000 at least to make the position competitive nationally.
Give him 25. It'll be enough to make him think he'll win you over eventually, but less than he needs to entice anyone real.
So we're buying time here.
Enough for Irvin to show the new mayor who butters the bread.
And for events to take the new penny shine off Cedric Daniels. I happen to know he's less the saint than he pretends to be.
With everything else that this police department does, I don't care that he stole money once upon a time. Steal all the money you want to fucking steal and stop harming people. He's awful, but like he's playing them all.
He's playing them nice.
He's like legitimately... I mean, he fucking played
No
stringer.
wonder he's where he is right now.
Look at this fucking ass.
Oh my god, I don't want him near her.
Woman.
Hey, Ma. How's New York?
Fuck you.
This is my teacher, Ma. Mr. Culver.
Why he here? You in trouble?
You stayed at our house last night. And you being in New York and all.
Cops picked me up saying I was slinging. They was gonna send me to baby booking.
But we took him in.
She's gonna be like, you should have went to jail.
Yeah.
Should have been manned up.
Leave my son the fuck alone. And you afraid to go to baby booking? The fuck is wrong with
I
you?
want. Oh! I would beat her with my own hands, literally. Punch her around in the head.
I don't know. I don't know. I can only laugh at this point.
Felony burglaries. Nice of you to give him the collar. What about you guys? Gonna follow your dad's footsteps?
Hello, I don't think so.
What?
Not.
What then?
Video game designer.
Rock star.
How about you, little bum? You be a detective like your daddy?
Chief of police.
No. How about you? Oh, he's still in that, pediatric neurosurgeon stage. Hey.
Didn't one of the kids in class said neurosurgeon?
Good.
Yeah. So what are you drinking?
I never wanted to come back to the police. Never.
I mean,
he's in the police, but like, what do with
like
this?
You quit drinking?
What happened? Beer now and again? No big deal.
How's speeding?
We good. My kids have my number.
If I'd known you were gonna grow up to be a grown-up.
Man, I'm the one that told him to do the right thing and go talk to the man.
Exactly.
My boy.
Seeing that way now. Yo, you gotta look at it from Marlo's point of view. Shit, how it's different from Wallace? Because straight is said Wallace snitched. Yo, Chapin might have snitched too, man, but he didn't. And we had to do Wallace. Yo, Marlo thought he had to do Chapin, but he didn't. That's what I'm saying. It's a cold world, bro.
Oh my god, is he gonna
Said
snitch?
it was getting warmer, man. World going one way, people another, yo.
Is he gonna snitch?
What you know about him?
Oh my god, this just keeps going.
It's without ending. I don't know if you should turn on the light.
Oh, he's never gonna come back, boys.
Oh my god,
Thank God,
terrible.
thank God, thank God,
This
thank
band.
God. Thank God.
Gonna go look for him.
But, oh my god, no.
Because he ain't coming back.
Why would you say that? I mean, maybe she just doesn't.
Yeah, I think it's a... I don't know. We'll
and
see.
you sleep good at night. Be happy. Like he's gonna go with fucking Marlo the monster.
Yeah.
One monster.
Oh,
Is that his? Is that the man? Is that the man?
That's the man.
Oh, I want to see him get shot. Thank you.
Oh my god. I'm
so sad. Like I'm so sorry. This was like the only fucking way. I cannot believe that no one else protected you.
What's this about? Like you don't know.
Man, I ain't been home long enough to get in somebody's shit.
You like boys, motherfucker? Boys, you like
maybe it
fucking?
happened to him as well.
Maybe.
Man, I
Maybe
like
he
pussy.
looked at him a certain
Alright,
way.
Living with a woman now.
She got kids.
I ain't touching kids. Who told me that? Know what you're saying? Going in the inside. Ain't no pussy. Well, yeah, shit. You been inside. Man gotta bust his nut, know what I'm saying? I do.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he was...
Damn. You didn't even wait to get the motherfucker in the house.
I really didn't expect that from Chris.
I mean, it did cross my mind that like that's when we're gonna see the emotions.
Yeah.
Few episodes back, but like how the episodes went on and how when was the one who asked for help.
Yeah.
I did not expect it anymore.
Yeah.
And then when we saw the look in this episode, he gave Michael. I immediately thought potentially.
Yeah, and I mean, the man said something like, you know what I mean, and he's like, I do. Like, understand what Michael means.
Yeah.
I mean, to kill someone with your bare hands, like that is a different level of anger.
No,
you need to have.
that's personal.
That's personal.
What the fuck?
I feel like there's like so many things to say, and we only have like 50 minutes.
That's not only.
I know, but like
if our review had a structure, if like last one, I think
oh
last
my
one was
god,
good.
That was so good. I was editing that, right?
Was it good?
That was really good, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Somehow everything was connected to something, and then we just made it was. I didn't make too many cuts. You know, like I had to cut a lot of our review is that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have to cut too much of that out.
Yeah. I remember feeling that it was good, but like I don't know realistically,
it was good. It was good.
This one is not gonna be.
No.
Let me just tell you, because like honestly, I don't know where to start. What's gonna go in the middle and
like,
with what to end.
I mean, I feel like I want to start from the ending, kind of, because like
me too.
That was the most, let's say, impactful moment of the episode, and it was like the whole season was in a way leading up to this.
Honestly, there was two very impactful moments for me in the episode.
I just feel like, I feel like so many things happened in this episode that really just, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Is the second one named?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Namond, something happened with me and Namond. Like, I have a feeling like he is the one that, like, I thought I was gonna be the least attached to. Like, and his story. And it turned out not to be like that at all. It turned out that, like, for me, like, every time I see him, I just want to fucking protect him.
Yeah.
From the people who raised him and the surroundings and his whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He is really similar to me, really fucking similar, except he's younger.
Yeah.
And he still didn't do things that D has done. I think that's the reason that, like, I'm so fucking protective over him.
Yeah. I mean, Dee didn't do things. Like, we thought Dee killed that girl. He didn't even kill that girl.
Yeah, he did kill the guy.
Which guy?
In the beginning, when he was in the trial,
Oh, that,
he did
yeah.
kill a person.
Yeah, that's true. He did kill someone, yeah. But, like, you can see how their storylines will have some type of, like, same structure. They are raised by kind of a similar mother, I thought. That's what I thought. I guess we're talking from Naaman, apparently. I guess that's why I really like that scene between Naaman's mom and Dee's mom. Because, like, literally, it was... God, how did the scene even go? But, like, I was literally thinking that both of those women just, like, failed their sons in every fucking way humanly possible. And, like, Dee is, to this day... We don't talk about him because it's been a while since he has died. But, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I was, like, remembering season 1 and, like, when we had Bodhi and Poot and Dee and Wallace.
Oh my god, the reminiscing in this episode.
Yeah. And so, like, I was remembering that time period, and, like, Dee is one of the people in this show that I feel the most love towards. Just because, you can see how if just his life went... If he had, like, a different family, if he had something different, his life would go in a different way and he would possibly just be alive and a normal guy.
Somehow all those feelings that I had for Dee
transferred to
Naaman, except for the fact that he is 15
something like that
year-old child. I think 15-year-old child. 14. He's 8th grade. He's 14-year-old child.
He's 14.
That is pushed right now to deal drugs by his fucking mother, who is the most evil person on this planet. Honestly. And I'm supposed to watch that. Like, I want to kill her with my own hands. Literally, that's how mad I get when I see her and when I hear her say something like that. So I don't know where his story is gonna go.
I'm really uncertain. Again, he is not cut out for this life.
Is there a possibility? Poor me, like, pathetic. I think you should all feel fucking sorry for me. But, like, I never got that scenario with Dee. And again, Dee did cross lines. But with this fucking child who is 14 years old, who is not cut out for this world, who is gonna die in 2 years, 100%. I would give him 2 years if he would continue.
Yeah.
And you can see that he is not a bad person. You can see that he is not...
I mean, he's a child.
Exactly.
Like, the day we say a child is a bad person. Like, we have lost it.
You can fucking see that. Is there a fucking possibility that he gets what we never got for Dee?
I would literally give my life for all of these kids to get something good. I would give everything. And, like, again... I can't, sometimes I fall into a pessimistic nature, sometimes I fall into the optimistic one. I just feel like for this show, I am pessimistic most of the time. I don't know. Like, I really, for Naaman, I'm trying to figure out what would the writers try to do with his story. And, like, I don't think we're gonna see any of them die. I don't think, again, it's that type of a story. And so, like, we can just leave him off with... He's just working on the streets.
That's for me, he died.
Yeah.
That's for me, he is dead.
Yeah.
He is dead in 2 years. You signed his death sentence. 2 years, I'm pushing it. I'm literally pushing it.
But, like, legitimately, how do we save him from this
Bunny.
environment? Yeah, but, like, Bunny can't kidnap a child. Bunny can't... Like, he is with his mother, and we know who his mother is. What the fuck? How can Bunny save him? I don't know if Bunny can, like... call Child Protective Services on his mother and then be like, I'm gonna take him in. Is that a thing that is like a thing that could be a possibility? I don't know.
He raised children who are now grown adults.
In college.
He, I feel, is a person who can get attached to people and to these kids. And he is the one we had, again, this does not have to happen. 92% it won't. You know? But, like, just imagine the scenario where we had a scene like that he went to pick him up from Carver, so that he wouldn't be arrested, basically.
Been to baby something.
I don't know how it's called.
Not baby prison, but like baby
something.
Whatever.
Yeah,
you know what we mean.
Yeah, and he took him in, and we had all that dinner, and I feel like I cried during that, because that is something that this child should have, you know?
Like, no, like
he
that
should
literally.
have this type of parents.
Like, it's just so simple. It's just like, have parents that are gonna feed you, keep you safe, support you, and like point you in the right direction. Like, it should not be so difficult. Like, every child deserves this. Every child just deserves a safe environment to grow up in.
So
and like, I cannot believe that none of our kids get that.
Exactly, and I'm 100% confident that if they would call Child Protective Services or whatever, it would be very easy to find something wrong with his mom, you know?
Yeah.
It would not be.
But like, I don't think you can. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Bunny could have like a pool because he was a police something, whatever. But like, I don't think you can just like be like, I'll take him.
Well, I'll foster him.
Yeah, but like, I don't think that's how fostering works.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think I don't know. I feel like you can get the child maybe if you're related to the kid, and then like they're maybe gonna try to, let's say if they take you, maybe they're gonna try to give it to like an aunt or something. I don't know if it could work with Bunny being like...
He doesn't have anybody. He didn't have anybody to call. What aunt? The one who didn't pick up the phone?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know how the foster care system works. And so, like, if they're going... Because, like, I think you need to be in the database of foster parents, basically. And, like...
Well, Bunny, let's hurry up and get signed in.
I mean, I honestly...
Database
I'm
foster
making
parents.
things up. I don't know how the system works. So, like, if that is a possibility, do that. Like, do whatever you can to get him away from this woman. I can call her mother. Like, she is awful. I despise her. Again, she
said you are afraid to go to baby blood.
Like of course she was gonna say that.
But
she's
like
you're supposed to be tough.
And you don't get mad because you thought?
No, I just like I think I just laughed. I was like, of course. Like legitimately, I cannot believe.
I get so fucking mad and so fucking frustrated, and we didn't get it with. Again, I say we didn't get with PD. We didn't get with Wallace. Give it to me. Fucking give it to me. One child. I now want this one more than I want Dookie, if that's even possible.
I want whichever child I see in that minute. Like whichever one I see in that minute struggling. Yeah. I'm like, whatever I can do.
Yeah.
For you
yeah,
to
but
just
like I
be
somehow
living a happy life.
There is no way for Michael getting any happy ending. There is no way for Randy getting any happy ending. I think that's pretty obvious from everything that's happening right now in the show. So only the two other kids are Dookie and Naaman, the kid that I care the most about, don't even know his name apparently.
You like keep learning his name.
I have no idea what his name is. In each episode I say a different one.
You literally say Randy half the time you want to call him because like
or
Raymond.
Naaman.
Like it's like because like Raymond is a name I've heard
more
before.
Common one.
Yeah, and so like I think that's how I remembered Naaman.
Yeah,
just
Naaman.
like Raymond with an N.
So like either Dookie or Naaman.
Yeah.
Give me one. Because God forbid that we can get two, you know?
God forbid we get 4. I'm going all or nothing.
I'm gonna get one if I can get one, and that's it.
Look, if I could just place him. Bunny is quite literally my favorite human. I adore that man. Like I am so happy that he had children. I am so happy that some children grew up in such a like normal and healthy environment that each and every single kid should grow up in. You know, it doesn't have to be
name on the top. Name on the top of that list, you know?
Poor fucking Dookie, who's sitting there with his parents, drug addict.
I know.
Who keeps stealing his clothes.
What? Did I steal his clothes? What did I do here?
I am kidding.
What did I do?
I never want to like fall into that which kid has it worse.
They're all everything is
I never want to get into that. Everything that they are going through is awful, and each and every single children deserves to have a happy
ending
and safe environment as much as the other one. Like doesn't matter if like maybe some situation could be on paper, let's say worse than the other, whatever. All of them should just have a happy childhood.
It's just that this episode concentrated on Naaman more, and for some reason gave me more potential hope.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, it's not like something that like now I completely see happening and expect to happen, you know? But like the second that I saw that he called Bunny, so that he would go to him, gave me a bit of hope. Especially because Dee didn't get that ending. We had a whole thing with Wallace.
Yeah.
All kids who are not cut out for this world.
Yeah.
Both of them died. So maybe potentially.
I would give anything.
I mean, none of them are cut out. Just like they.
Anything.
Yeah.
I mean, no one chose this.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone
none of
was
them
pushed into this.
Exactly. My boy Bodhi
this.
wanted to do what he's doing right now. God, what is gonna happen with Bodhi?
I can't. I get so emotional thinking of Bodhi. Like, he feels like my first child, honestly. Like, him, again, put him, Wallace and Dee. Like, I had a lot of love when we had that. And, like, I always felt so incredibly bad for him having to kill Wallace,
I think if I were to play season 1 now, I would cry when I see him the first time.
I don't know what I would do with myself.
Yeah, I would fucking cry.
I don't know what I would do with myself. Like, I thought it was so sad when they were like talking, the whole thing happened with little Kevin, and like they were talking about like how Wallace, basically when I thought it was a very interesting conversation, but like that when they killed Wallace, kind of that had to have happened, but like this thing with little Kevin didn't have to have happened, even though they're like it's two same kind of things that happened to little Kevin and to Wallace. And I thought it was interesting that like he is still, he now is thinking for little Kevin, how this was not right and how this shouldn't have happened. And he is still not grasping the thing with Wallace and Stringer, I think because he was much younger when Stringer made him do that. And that he felt like that at that point was justified. And that had some type of purpose because because he was so much younger and looked up to Stringer. Hate that man. Happy he's dead. Anytime I fucking remember that, fucking so happy he's dead. And that now that he is older and doesn't look up to Marlo as anything like, as any like role model, he looks at this situation, thinks it's not right. I thought that was like so fascinating, but also just like to again show you how much of a child he was, and he still is. But like they're so like they had this, I think Poot said this line, which I thought was also so very fucking sad when he was talking to him, something like he said something, did he say we're getting old?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're kids. But like they have been in this for so long that like they feel old and worn down at this point, being fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like that truly, every time I see them, my heart breaks a bit.
Honestly, I always had this ending visioned for Bodhi. If he's gonna die at the end, how he's gonna die. Now it seems like that is still a possibility.
I can't see it. Not like that I can't see it. I think in my mind, from the get-go thought that he was gonna die, and so like that never left me. And I always, every time I see him, I think that's why I feel also so very emotional for him, because like I don't think this is ever gonna be a good ending for him, He was also
you said
stuck
you
in his...
can't see it or can't.
I mean I can't see how he dies.
Oh, okay.
But like I do still think that he dies, but like I can't, like I'm trying to figure out now if it's gonna be something to do with Marlo, like if he is gonna not want to. I don't know if he's gonna not want to work for Marlo. I don't know how he would die. I can't see it.
Yeah, because
but like I still do think it's a thing that's gonna happen. I just don't know how.
I always thought that he's gonna die the same way that Wallace dies. But now Kevin died like that. So honestly, I don't know.
I really don't know. Like again, it could be such a simple thing as like a shootout. It could just be like so many people just like passing cars and start shooting for like whatever fucking reason. Like it could just be something like that, because like when you're on the street that could happen at any fucking point,
Yeah,
I don't know, but like I don't know. I really, my heart hurts a bit every time I see him.
Yeah, I don't know, because he is now mad for little Kevin.
Yeah.
He's now mad because his friend has died and he doesn't think it's right, and Marlo is the one who killed him.
Yeah.
So honestly, I can completely see him dying. Because of the scenario that just happened. So maybe potentially it's not Omar that dies, it's Bodhi.
I think both die.
No, in the last.
Oh, in the
Look at me,
you
smiling.
Guys, you can't make me do that. You can't. I cannot be forced to edit Bodhi's death if he dies. I cannot. There's no way.
I mean, it's 50-50. What? Am I the one who is supposed to edit that?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
For what reason?
I
Why
can't
should
do
I
Bodhi.
be?
I'll take Omar. You take Bodhi. Which would be worse for you to edit?
Bodhi. I mean, the worst would be a child. What do you mean?
I know.
What do you mean? How can we even compare that? This guy killed millions. Okay, tens. Intense. Less than 100 potentially.
Okay, maybe hundreds, I won't say.
More than 100?
Maybe.
I don't
He's
think
been in
so.
this for a long time.
Yeah, but like he most stole.
I like, look, when we talk about more than one,
exactly.
we're in a rough boat.
Yeah, I think it's less
to
than
begin
100.
with. Sure. No. I don't want.
Now-
I don't want to. Why was everyone laughing? Why was everyone laughing?
No.
What the fuck is there to be? What is it?
Yeah, now I think that's it. Because
Which?
it's Bodhi.
Bodhi?
Yeah. Because like again, I can't see Omar dying right now. It makes no sense.
I mean, what he's doing right now, he is like looking.
Yeah.
He is looking at Marla.
And all of a sudden he's gonna die. It makes no sense.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you made a sound.
Which one?
I don't know.
What is the sound?
Oh, I think I said something like I can see Marla. I don't know. Look at it like 5-10 seconds before I said it. You said it, I was like thinking, what was that sound? Maybe it wasn't weird, but it sounded strange for a second.
But yeah, it just doesn't make no sense for Omar to die right
just
now.
because like right now, the only threat that I see that's imminent is like, let's say Marlo, and I refuse to believe that. But again,
But it doesn't seem that way either.
I still think that his death is just gonna be something unassuming, as in potentially a guy that he stole from, let's say season 1. If we saw a guy that he stole from in season 1 that's unimportant, that like comes and like shoots him or whatever, that would make more sense for him as a character than Marlo getting him. And so like that could happen technically at any point. It doesn't have to, you don't have to foreshadow it, for it to make sense. And so like that could happen at any point, and I refuse to believe that it's Marlo. And if it is Marlo, this show goes from like an 11 to a 10. Like I have to reduce its rating because I don't think that would make sense. I would not like that storyline. I would not appreciate that storyline.
Yeah, me neither.
And so that's why I don't think they're gonna do it, because like the show has not disappointed me so far. Like, has it broken my heart in every possible way? Yeah. But it has not disappointed me storyline wise.
Yeah.
And so
this show is gonna disappoint me if it does not give me one hopeful whatever storyline for any child. Honestly, this is gonna disappoint me. It's gonna go from 10 to 8.5.
You know what I don't want you to do? I don't want you to give me a hopeful storyline for one of the kids at the end of season 4. And then we go to season 5, the last episode, and like you see that like one of the kids
then
that we thought that we
6 falls to 6. Literally.
I was like, if they do it like that,
That's
because
just
like
dumb.
I always
Cruel. That's cruel.
Yeah,
that's just cruel.
Because I always expected the end of the show to kind of show you that nothing changes and that there's like no justice in the world and everything, and so like
I somehow expected it to be in the similar way like the season 2 ended. Then if you remember, like it was
I remember season 2 or season 3.
Season 2.
Okay.
I don't know why season 2.
Well, like I remember Nick was just like walking and looking at the dogs and everything.
Yeah, but like we had all that like when the girls again coming out of the vehicle or things like that.
And like cops stopping the black kids, and in the background you see white kids doing drugs and like no one touches them.
Something like that. Yeah. Like I don't expect that, but like in a similar way to end season 5. Again, we don't know what season 5 is about, so
I mean that's gonna connect.
But like I don't know which the main story is gonna be. We still don't know.
It's not gonna be children. I can tell you that fucking much. It's not gonna be schools.
No, the only thing I still think we're gonna follow is Marlo.
Yeah.
So like the only child.
Again, we can see a new king. You know what I mean? Like Marlo can die or end up in jail. Anything like that.
Yeah, but like who is gonna be the new king? Are we not gonna know them, or is it gonna be some of his people?
No one's fucking Michael. Yeah.
Did you not see my face? Some of his people.
I don't want that for Michael.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think he is that one.
No, it's just like a theory thrown in here, But like I have a feeling maybe potentially again. I said that a few times. Like to me, I always thought either Bodhi dies like the same similar way that like Mike Wallace has died with him. He doesn't even have to snitch. But like they could have think that he snitched.
Yeah.
But like now when he's mad, I'm not sure where his head is gonna go. You know. So like I'm not sure if that's the storyline still that we're gonna go down like that path, and that's how they kill him.
Yeah.
You know, or he is gonna rise up, but he is not. He's not gonna rise up. Like I thought that because like I thought Stringer is gonna push him and push him and push him and push him.
Yeah, that we never went
now,
there.
We never went there. He's still on the corner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Michael is not...
No, maybe some of the New York, like, you know, like...
Sure, New York could take over.
Yeah.
Like they were
someone
like,
from New York can come and...
Sure. Like someone else working with
someone
Paw
else,
Patrol.
yeah.
I don't know, you know. I mean, Paw Patrol could be dead. I am like legitimate, he's working with Marlo. You could die. I can't tell you that you won't. But like Michael is not the type. I don't know what his role is gonna be. I thought that he was gonna have like Chris's storyline. Like he's gonna be that. He is not the type to rise to be a king. You have to want to be a king, and he does not want to be the king for that. He is just here.
I think this episode even confirmed that.
Yeah.
With the last scene, to me, that he's with which path he's gonna follow, let's say.
Yeah.
Again, that last scene was something so unexpected for me. It did cross my mind at some point that Chris is gonna that is again, I don't know, I love villains, let's call them that. I love villains who have something emotional to connect to them, you know.
So like, I mean, it makes them more human.
Yeah. Like even though I would never support them, I would still hate whatever they're doing and things like that, you know.
Yeah. Our battery died, so like, well, I don't know what was the last thing we said. We were talking about Chris. I think you were talking about how like you thought that was gonna be.
Yeah, I talk about how I think that I always villains, connect when the villains have anything human in them with Chris. So like I thought maybe if Michael wasn't the one who asked, but like he figured it out. Let's say, walked down the street and saw how this man looks at Michael.
Yeah, of course.
Same shit. Like I have no idea, and killed him. And Michael felt indebted. You know. But like then, when Michael was the one who asked, then it, in my opinion, it made no sense. Like I thought, like okay, it's a done deal. We're not gonna get that. You know, I forgot about that completely. And then we had a scene where Michael said to them that he wants to kill him, and Snoop asked why, and he was like, I don't think he
said nothing. Yeah, he said nothing, and that was that scene where
Chris looked at
you
Michael.
you had a shot of Chris looking at Michael, and he looked longer.
Yeah, and just said, "We'll do it," or something like that.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned at that point that he can recognize that it's some type of abuse. Yeah. But like that I didn't know what he was thinking, but like when someone so immediately can read someone's face and understand, then there's a certain level of like, I guess, recognition of yourself in someone, because like he got it very fast, you know. And so like I think it's still very interesting. I don't think the show has even, like, let's say, named it fully, the thing that's happening to Michael. Like no one has ever said it, and they just show you in bits and pieces with Michael and how he acts around like Cuddy or whatever. And so I also think it's interesting that now the thing with Chris, also no one has told you anything, but like Chris's reaction.
I mean, they did say you like little boys, or they're like
Actually,
so like I think that's more than enough for you to understand. I mean, he was saying like that no, he likes women and things like that, you know. But like then he did say, basically confirmed it in some sentence. I can't even remember exactly.
Man gotta bust his nut, know what I'm saying? I do.
Okay, so he's implying that like when he was inside the prison there is no like women, and so he was like, well, so then I had sex with men. Yeah. Because I needed to like have sex. Yeah. And so when he said like, you know what I mean, and when Chris said I do, like it seems like Chris's I do again is to like acknowledge that the things that Michael went through, he went through.
Yeah.
Because
to
like
me as
he
well.
said that he does understand. And again, the way that Chris
but
works.
like it seemed to me like the kid is confirming in this point, like I do, but like he was on a victim side.
Chris, yeah. Again, the way that we saw Chris work throughout this entire season. Chris is a very calm, cold. Like when he is killing someone, if he like, let's say, not likes the person, but like had a friendly relationship, he's like, I'll make it quick. But for everyone, he kind of made it quick. He didn't make it personal.
Exactly.
And so like they really made it a point to show the stark difference between Chris doing all of the murders, and we saw like so fucking many of them in this season.
Yeah.
And him killing this man. And I think it's very interesting again that like the show really doesn't show you this type of a violence so often, even though the show is like it shows you a lot of violence. Not necessarily to this degree. Whenever someone was like dying or was gonna get tortured, like we saw with Omar's boyfriend, they just cut to them already, haven't been tortured. Like they are not trying to make the show into any type of torture
when they
porn.
Put it they decided to prove a point with
yeah,
it.
like they put it for you to make you understand that this was very personal for him. And why it was personal to him. I think I think everyone can connect the dots as to what happened to him. And I just think that's very interesting, because like I thought when Michael joins them that he's gonna be like basically that like Chris is gonna be teaching him, and he's gonna be taking Chris's spot. Not like that Chris is gonna be replaced, but just like that's gonna be the type of business that he also does. And like knowing that they come from some type of like same environment, but like
circumstances.
Again, just to show you, we had Michael, we had Chris this entirety of the season, and like I think we made it a point to say that like he is really an awful person, and we don't know anything about him. The thing is with all our kids are potentially someone in the show that we know that just like grew up to be this way.
I was about to say like maybe not all.
No, but like just like they're examples. Like,
exactly. Like maybe Bubs.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Decades ago, he was Dukey. He came out of the same circumstances. Exactly. Maybe he is not in the game, but like he is doing drugs, dealing, not dealing, but like buying and things like that.
He is taking drugs and he is trying to make money and ends meet.
Yeah.
Like you can imagine exactly he was someone like Dukey, because like both of them are very like kind of quiet and good. Yeah. They're just like very good.
Yeah.
And like
I can imagine that Bob's parents Bob's parents weren't able to provide for him, weren't able to put him in a good path, were maybe drug addicts as well.
Yeah.
So like yes, we all like all of these characters in 10 years, 15 years, we potentially could have already seen their story on the screen.
Yeah, because like there is a limited amount of things that coming up in this environment can make you become. It all boils down to that. It's very difficult to escape your circumstances where the system keeps pushing you down into them. Like we saw the school system, and so like from the very get-go, you're at such a disadvantage in life. And so like what does anyone expect? Like no one is addressing the root cause issue. Like they're trying now like to do something with the bunny, and like that is gonna fall apart because they don't think anything is like working. They're not trying. They just want to what do they say, juke the stats, whatever, the same thing the police is doing.
But like I just want to say that in that moment they did say that potentially Naaman and two others could come back into class. Again, another part, like, don't be cruel, giving me hope, a bits and pieces when she said that. Like, I thought, well, if he only have better examples, if he only have a better environment.
That's what I say, like, if only.
Yeah.
Like, if only for so many things here. I hated that scene, like, that woman. I don't know what words she used, but, like, something along the lines of, like,
they are damaged.
Like, I don't, like, she said, like, imagine you working with something, I don't know what her job even is, but like something with kids, that you can view kids as already lost causes. And that's how, again, the system views them, which is why no one is doing anything to actually help like that's the words that she fucking used. Like she used the words damaged, like irreparably damaged. I don't fucking know
Something
what she
like
said,
that.
but like it was so fucking cruel. Children, you're calling the children. Like I cannot imagine the cruelty in that. But like that's how they view them. Yeah, I just thought that I'm like looking at Chris's face. I like whatever was going. I was so distracted.
But again, that scene was horrendous to see.
Awful. I mean, look, no one here is happier than us that man is dead. I'm still not I'm not a psychopath. Like I don't like seeing people getting beaten to death. Like I find no joy in that. How much I don't think someone should take a fucking breath anymore, you know? It was very horrifying to watch. But again, I think the show, when it shows you violence, it shows you violence with a purpose. And that is, again, one of the things that I always appreciate so much about the show.
Again, I not loved finding out this about Chris, but like I have feelings towards finding out this about Chris. It doesn't change the fact what he's doing or anything else.
No.
But like, again, another example that he was a victim of his circumstances as well.
Yeah.
And he wasn't born a psychopath. No. You know, this world made him do things like this.
Yeah. We also...
But I love him when I find out backstory of a character, especially in my mind, of villain.
Yeah, especially a character we know nothing about that just like seems
evil.
Yeah, you know, I think it gives you have some type of an understanding. Again, nothing justifies anything here, but like at least you understand. Yeah, briefly, we also had the thing with Randy.
Yeah.
That now everyone is calling him a snitch, and like
I know
in that world and in that environment, that is like the worst thing you can be. And I feel very sad for him. Like he seems very shaken by that. I felt a lot of like sadness and warmth to Michael when like he told to Randy, I mean, I'm gonna work with you. Like doesn't really care. Like he was talking about like being snitches. And he was like talking about how you cannot be a snitch and everything, but like when it comes to it, this is his friend. Like he did not care what anyone else was talking about.
I know, but like I don't know what exactly is gonna happen. That's gonna...
I don't know, the new like head of the department where fucking Herc work was like, you bring me a case that's like more important or whatever, I can look over certain things. And the only case that Herc has is potentially the murders that are being committed by Marlo. Like he has somewhere to go with that.
Yeah.
And that is the only way that I can connect. And so like if he goes with that, I think he's gonna have to put Randy as some type of like a witness or anything. And that's how his story ends.
Yeah. That's it.
Like that is the only way that I see this.
Me too. Okay. Yeah.
And so like, you know, that's what I'm expecting.
No, this was honestly one of the better episodes.
Yeah. And worse.
All
the better episodes here are worse. You know what I mean?
Like I honestly...
The better they are, the worse I feel.
Yes. I honestly wanted to jump out of my skin at least 10 times. Wanted to go into screen and punch people number of times. You know?
I mean, the opening of the episode.
God...
What do you say?
When that happened, I was honestly so thrown out of the episode because like I was so shocked. Again, I am not shocked when I say I'm shocked. I'm still just in disbelief that I cannot do anything at this point. I can just sit here and watch this.
Yeah.
So angry and so sad and so disappointed and so many emotions.
Yeah.
At the same time while watching this show.
Yeah.
I mean, watching this season in particular.
I think it's such like a great choice that they made with, like, we saw that police officer a number of times and every time he's fucking awful. But like, you know, it's not accident that they made him a black cop. Because like we can talk so much about the race issue in this show, and that is like a prevalent thing because like systemic racism is why we are here where we are right now, you know. But like with the police department, it's like it's not even about the race, even though like sure it is and it can be and everything. But like, for example, like this guy, he's a black cop, and like, and there's such thing as, the fuck do you call it in English? Like self-racism, you know? But like this here more with him and with the rest of the cops, they're just like violent. In this type of environment, they're allowed to express their violence, and they express it in people that they think are below them. And then like for some, it can be also they're viewing black people as below. Then it can be also like a class thing, that he thinks like these people that are in the hood or whatever are like below them and are animals. I think the show is making a really just great point, because like this is police brutality, and like I can't find, like, you are, even if you're good, you're still complicit in it, you know what I mean? Like, I love our guys like Jimmy, I adore him, I adore the rest of our cops or
Bang
whatever, but
as
like
well.
Bang, Bunny, I think Bunny is the best person in this show. But like all of them in some ways are like still complicit to that system. And like I understand that there's not much that they can do. They can do things on an individual level. But like everyone working there, like the system again is so fundamentally broken that everyone is a villain. Everyone there is just awful. Awful. And we have to watch them.
Yeah, and get angry in every single episode.
And like know that what
nothing
we can do nothing.
Change.
There's nothing we can do. Nothing has changed so far. This show again could be made in this day and age.
Yeah.
And they don't need to change a fucking line. They need nothing. They don't need to change anything. I think the law, the act No Child Gets Left Behind was like abolished in 2015 or whatever. I don't know what's happening in the like education system now. I'm sure nothing good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's nothing better. It's just it's just a different name for the same thing, you know. So yeah, I loved Poot's line of the world is getting hotter but people are getting colder. I thought that was something very
interesting,
sad about it. Like, I don't know, guys. The fact that I'm at this point where I can only laugh. My tears are dried out. I can't even do it. I can only fucking...
Oh, I can get mad. I can definitely get mad and angry.
It's easier to get mad and angry, honestly, than it is to feel sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
That's it. I don't think
Thank
we
you
have time.
so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Bye.